Hello, everyone. This is Derek's stream. Welcome back. I know it's been a while. So today, doing something a little bit different. We're going to do a stream focusing on a producer of games that didn't really publish titles all by themselves. They worked for other companies, and that is Compile. Compile is infamous for mostly shooters, but they've created other games too, including one that I think is truly underrated and underappreciated. At least you don't hear about it as much as I think you should, and that is this game right here. This is The Guardian Legend by Broderbund. But again, Compile was one, and Irem, another great shooter producer, did this. Hi Ryan, how you doing? So with that being said, I'm going to get into this game. Let's just kind of watch the intro a little bit here. And then once we play Guardian Legend, whatever, I guess we decide to end it. Then I think we'll give Zanac a spin, which is just a straight up shooter, and then wrap it up with Space Megaforce. So we'll kind of see how we go. Maybe if we're just enjoying ourselves so much with the Guardian Legend, we'll just stay here. There's certainly plenty, and that's one of the beauties of it. So, anyways, here's the Guardian Legend. And I guess the other thing I'll just say, just to be front up about this, I have never looked up really a walkthrough. I haven't watched a long play of this game at all. And quite frankly, I'm kind of confused as to what I know kind of what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm not really sure where I should be going. And if any of you have advice out there in the chat, I would love your assistance. But this game is really awesome. It combines a shooter and kind of some, third person kind of shooting, almost kind of like Crystallis in a way, which is kind of neat. But you can see some of the stuff here. They're definitely featuring the shoot 'em up aspect of this game, which you can clearly see is pretty incredible for, again, an NES game, in my opinion. This is a game that just people didn't talk about that way, and I'll kind of mention my own little story with it. Hi Bard, got a nice little crew here. So we'll get started with the Guardian Legend. I'm sure you guys are gonna. I'm not gonna claim to be an expert in this game whatsoever, so. We'll give her a shot here. I almost kind of feel like this first part's almost as much about just avoiding getting hit than it really is about racking up a bunch of, like blowing everything up. You just kind of want to get through this as clean as you can. Not lose as much of your life as it was. I remember seeing this game, at retro stores and things like that for a long time, and I didn't really know what it was about. I guess from a retro angle, I kind of feel like this game was victimized by what I would say kind of poor cover art. When am I ever going to get capture set up? That's a good question. I really should. Instead of doing this the poor low-tech way to do it. I think part of it, not to give myself a bunch of excuses, is I mainly use, like right now, I'm streaming off of a Chromebook, and that's just cheap, I guess. Uh, so I realize there's this room that says if someone's reading this, I must have failed. This was the star Naju was our home, but we were invaded by evil life forms. Everyone except me was killed. I'm going to activate the self-destruct device. If I fail, I'd like to ask you to do this task so this cannot happen to any other race. The self-destruct mechanism is protected by a safety device, which is located in underground corridors, which is where I'm sure I'm running around. Remove each seal and go deep inside Naju. If you destroy all 10 safety devices, the self-destruct sequence will be activated. I don't have much time. I hope this message will not be read by anyone. It will mean that I have failed. Okay. Yeah, I would agree totally, Bard, that the cover art gives you no idea as to what the game is really about. It just says the Guardian Legend, which could mean a ton of different things. And so not knowing what it was about, when you're a little kid, unless you get a chance to look at maybe some screenshots on the back of that box, and you're just judging it by the front face, do you want to spend $40 that your $40 on that? You probably won't unless you somehow end up playing the game somehow by renting it or something like that and realizing it's pretty awesome. Okay, so now I can go to these different areas. Is there a specific spot that I should go up, down, left, or right? So now you're this, I think it's a girl actually. I could be wrong. You go through these little portals, and now you're out here. Kill little cookie things. Okay, now I'm in another room. This is a round creature. There's a round creature in this room. It will give you items in exchange for power chips, which I don't think I have any power chips, so yeah, I can't afford those, or I could, but I don't know what it's going to do for me. Now, the interesting thing is the creature guy that's like sitting there looks like the Lolo person, which Broderbund didn't produce that game. Pretty sure Adventures of Lolo wasn't that a Toho game? Yeah. Cover art was so important in my opinion to, especially since kids maybe weren't necessarily making the purchases, even if it was from a parent standpoint. If the kid couldn't really give you a reason to want to do it, the cover art maybe gave you the clue as to what it should be. I don't really need to destroy those things, but you can see the enemies just kind of randomly appear. These are probably my least favorite enemies. Not that I really like any enemies, but they're kind of a pain in the butt to kill. Blaster Master I still thought could have been a better cover than it was. I mean, it's a tremendous game. It's, again, very unique, kind of like this, in the sense that it's, a lot more interesting than maybe what you'd expect. I will set Seal 6 very well. You'll need a special weapon to break it. Yeah, well, once you, like a lot of these games, especially ones that maybe were, I think even just playing the opening sequence of this one, you realize that there's something pretty cool here going on. And the more you play this one too, I think you gain appreciation for what it has going for it. I don't like these things either because you can't really kill them. Yeah, I mean, let's face it. It's all if you can afford to purchase these items back then, you really, let's face it, you didn't have it too rough as kids. It'd be different if we're talking about like whether you're starving or whatever, something obviously far more serious. But I mean, overall, wow, that took like no time. We all know that one rich kid, right? That pretty much you walked in, he hit it. He had everything. You knew a couple kids like that. Yeah. I only ever met one kid that had a Neo Geo. And I was actually just talking about it this weekend, strangely enough. Okay, I got the Lolo guy. Well, the only kid I ever met that had one, and I don't know, kids brag about stupid stuff all the time. And I got this weapon in, which is like totally OP right now. But kind of going back to he was like the boss's. He owned the company that my dad worked for, and he said he had one. But again, is that a kid just bragging? Because But I remember at the time thinking like, if that's true, that's insane. Like the games are like $200 for that. I remember telling my brother that like, he's lying. There's no way anyone has that. Oh yeah, he lived in his own palatial mansion. Lives in his own estate. So Bard, any clue what I should be doing or where I should be going? So right now I'm just kind of wandering around. I mean, with this weapon, I'm in pretty good shape in terms of handling anybody that I come across. But yeah, the red bug guys are the pains. Blue ones are easy. They're pretty docile. Darn Oreo guys. I don't like the Oreo guys. Oh, here's another boss. I think this is the plant guy. No, it's not. It's this. Walk right. I can't go any farther to the right. In case anyone's just joining the stream, this is The Guardian Legend by Broderbund. Made, of course, also in collaboration with IRAM and Compile. And I'm kind of exploring this game a bit, I guess the best way to describe it. Definitely a game that does not get enough love. It's pretty freaking rad. That D is a travel point to Area 5. Okay. So those are travel point things. They're not like things I have to collect. Got it. That's important. Because, I don't know, it's just like a random symbol to me. Like, okay. Now, is that another travel point? Yeah. Now, do I need something to activate those travel points? Okay. Yeah, it's super power-up area. You gotta get the keys. Now, see, there's a map, but like I said, I don't really know where things should be on the map or any which, it doesn't really direct me. And I know I wouldn't have had this as a kid or anything. I'm not sure. I don't think this game was ever really profiled by the Nintendo Power. I remember seeing high scores for this game, but I never saw anything else. Yeah, I know. I'm probably stretching the memory to. Oh, was that a key? Left corner is area 3 and 2. So this is area 2? Okay. That key is in this map. Okay. This is where the key is? So how do I get the key here? Block on the top? Oh, that never did that before. So I hop down in there. Now I turn back into my space fighter. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, and a much cooler weapon this time. Fish people, it's just like it's Darius. Seahorses. So this is the vertical profile of the fish. I got something. Plenty of power-ups. I'm not complaining about that. So, boss. Oh, this guy's funny. I'm about to get killed. Yep. Boom. Dead. Man. I guess we'll continue. Okay. I know this isn't really relating to what I'm streaming about right now, but I just got PlayStation. Finally started playing my PlayStation 5, and I'm playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I'm enjoying it. But I don't know, maybe I'm nuts, but I don't see what makes the game a PlayStation 5 game, other than the fact it literally is a PlayStation 5 game. But I mean, beyond that, there's graphically speaking, it's the same as PlayStation 4 as far as I can see. I'm not noticing any like intelligible difference. I guess with all the rest, when I played PlayStation, from 3 to 4, you could see some differences like the system just wasn't capable of. But that's not really the case. As it's, at least as it appears to me. I'm sure maybe on some levels people will be like, "Oh, PlayStation 4 can never do that," but I don't know. It doesn't seem that way to me. But okay, so here's that corridor 1 again. I'm just cutting right to that chase. So we hop in there, and we're back to our little space fight again. Yeah, I would agree with you there. At least and I'm guessing, I've heard this mentioned before that sometimes, if you're getting the games at the beginning, they're effectively developing them for both systems. So you're not going to get anything that's going to push the hardware to its limits because they're trying to give the same experience to both, or pretty close to it. See if I can do better this time. Woohoo! Killed the guy. Hey, I got a key. I got the boomerang. So, blew that sucker up. Okay, I think I'm getting it now. Thanks a lot, Bard. Woo! Energy tanker. That's kind of what it was. So that's the key. Do you want me to record your progress? Oh, I had to bring my camera, and I'm not going to rate that. I mean, honestly, you know, in a day and age before, like, people just had, like, a quick camera to, like, just take a picture of that, how horrible of a password is that for a child? Like, look at all the possible things you could screw up on that. You know, from zeros to O's, where they have both. I mean, honest to God. You know, what's the security issue here? Actually, I'm on summer vacation, so I'm enjoying it. I wouldn't be talking to you right now if that's all it was. I'm not going to save it. We'll come back to it another time for at least getting through that. Mr. Squid Pickle. Ooh. Butterscotch chips. These pointing them in this direction. I'm just following where the arrows are telling me. Haha. Funny joke, guys, with the arrows. Going to France. What's going on in France? Do a full inspection on what? Oh, yeah. Summer vacation. Yeah, I can't complain about that for a second. You're going to replace the roof of the house, so you're going to get the house in France? Your railroad house? You own a railroad house in France? Or you just hang out at a railroad house in France? I guess I'm not understanding you entirely. Either way, my wife would be jealous of that. She, I think she's a contributor to or does a Patreon in support of a channel of this couple where they go to these rail houses in England. Oh, you own it? Wow. Jeez. International man of mystery. Oh, boss. I don't have much for life here. Ah. I don't know how I killed that guy, but I did. Gosh. Wow. Destroyed. Okay. I look forward to seeing those pictures. Yeah, World War, well, it's funny. When I went to France, I was there when, it's a long while back. This would have been 93, 94. I didn't see any World War II stuff, really, or much of it, or World War I stuff in France, but I wasn't really in any place where I'd see stuff like that, especially not out in the countryside where the war was fought, especially in the northeastern or north central part of the country. Well, you don't have to do that. That's really awesome, but I'm not going to hold you to anything. Just you sharing a picture of that with me is more than enough. You don't have to send anything. Please don't. I mean, I like memorabilia as much as anybody or that kind of stuff, but no, that's not necessary. But I appreciate the thought. I really do. Anyways, just in case anyone's not understand what we're working on the Guardian Legend a little bit. I'm enjoying what I'm doing so far. I guess since I'm not taking any kind of passwords on this. Ooh, I didn't like that spider looking thing. Kind of wasted that one. Yeah. Oh, another corridor. Cool. I'm back in the spaceship. I feel like a transformer, really. I'm just gonna pause this just a second. Yeah, they sometimes have stuff like that here. They sometimes call them like town garage sales, where everyone puts it on a. You're supposed to, if you have stuff that you want to get rid of, all the garage sales are in one day, so everyone can kind of creep around town and pick stuff up. I have never been a big garage sale person. I guess I feel like I would go. My fear is, I guess I just, not that it's a fear, but I guess if I'd be annoyed if I like spent a day and wait and felt like I wasted my time. I don't know. And I remember when my parents held a garage sale back when I was a kid, and it felt like it was a lot of work to get very little, like a ton of work and and like pressure to get very little. And so my parents stopped doing stuff like that. They just gave up on doing garage sales, and instead my parents would donate stuff. That was another boss. I love eyes. That's the big deal in this game for sure. Kind of a large hitbox. Not that that's a like a game breaking complaint, but you kind of do. Ooh, another boss dead. Woo. I know Bidhead, that was kind of almost like his thing, was his ability to find just unbelievable stuff at garage sales, and I don't know. Okay. Well, that's the other thing too. Sometimes I've seen that. Sometimes towns around here have like what we call swap meet. And people bring in whatever, and they're just hope that you have something. You go to an area like an abandoned lot or something like that, and sometimes people are looking, to trade, or they're looking to purchase whatever, just straight up with cash. People are make like their own like handicrafts, like my mom, she quilts. That'd be a place where she'd bring in a bunch of quilts and see if anyone wanted to purchase something like that. Another boss. Ah, got me. Well, welcome to the stream, everyone. This is Derek's stream of Compile Games. So far, it looks like there's unlimited continues, unless. Wow, I'm pretty much almost dead. Hey, Deep. Hey, Daryl. How you doing? Oh. Uh, we're just getting started. I actually had never even been to a different area before this. I've gotten through the first two bosses. It's an interesting game. Don't. I was reading you guys' chat and I just got abused. Now I'm down to a sliver of life. Yeah, sliver time. It is a great game. I wish I had like a magazine or something though. I probably should save that list. Yeah, let's just fight this boss. Take the speedrunner tip and just run. Gosh, took like 2 seconds and he wiped me out. How you doing today, Daryl? Wow, I finally killed that thing. Yeah, holy crap. I'm enjoying my summer break a lot. I can't tell you how much I needed it. It was last month of school could not have ended any quicker than it could have. I just wanted out. I think we were all at that kind of saturation point where we're just getting tired of it all. So I really appreciate you showing up. Oh my gosh, that thing is awful. Oreo cookies. Yes. Hey, I got a question for you about Oreo cookies then. So, what's your favorite Oreo? Because to me, that's a really important question. You a double stuffed kind of guy? Are you a thin mint guy? That's a relatively new one, but that's ah. Oh yeah. If I remember correctly, that's what I call them too. Like the original one's best. I'm kind of a golden stuff guy. Golden Oreos. Double stuffed golden are probably my favorite ones that I enjoy. Thin mints aren't bad. But yeah, otherwise either the original double stuff or golden double stuff. I just can't. can't get enough of those. If I get a package of those and I open it, it's unlikely it'll be around longer than 2 or 3 days because I just can't stop myself. No, I don't want to do that. Kind of already seen that. Yeah. Do you like cookies and cream ice cream too, or no? That was always my favorite flavor as a kid, was cookies and cream. Still is. Ah. Yeah, cookie dough is pretty sweet. Yeah. Oh man. Quarter of one. I don't want to be back here. So this is where, like right now, I feel like I'm just kind of wandering around. I don't really have a real good idea of where I should be going. And that's the part that kind of drives me bonkers because the levels themselves, to me, are not all that memorable in terms of their layout. There's your Oreo cookies. I'm guessing these are Arctic Blast and spicy ketchup Oreos. As if Oreos were made by Doritos. There we go. Okay. Well, and have a good luck at your meeting, and I will definitely try to get some Oreos soon. And maybe that's Oreos and pizza. That's all I need for gaming food, right? Well, have a good rest of your day, buddy. Thanks for dropping in. she really likes the train experience kind of stuff. She watches, like I said, it's a couple in Great Britain which has traveled on virtually all the mileage of all the tracks in England, going to all these different far off places. And she really enjoys kind of the quaint nature of it all. And I have to admit, I would enjoy it too, although truth be told, Teresa and I once went on a train, I guess you want to say, for one night. It was a train experience where we were on this old train, and it doesn't really go too far. The track, it kind of goes to a point and then it stops and then it goes back to where you started. And we spent one night on that train, and that was a really rough night. The beds were way too small for me, and I ended up sleeping on the floor. It was pretty miserable, and I would never want to do that ever again. I enjoyed the slow travel of the train and that kind of thing, but I definitely would want to go if I was comfortable. So that's really kind of the sort of a vanity ride. It's an old retired train, so it's on a dead track. So in other words, it's a track that's no longer in use, and they turn it into kind of a couples night. So there was like a bar on the train. You could get a meal, and then we did a nice one where we actually were staying in one of the really high-end passenger cars, and that was a little bit better sleeping. And then we had like kind of a dinner with another two couples, and that was different. I don't know. I mean, there was definitely an age difference between myself and a different age difference between Teresa and myself and most of the other passengers. Here we were at the time. I think Teresa was maybe just about 40, and I was like 37, and most of the people were over 60. So it was kind of different. Most of the people we were talking to were retired or near that retirement. So we didn't really connect on a lot of different things, and I would have preferred just to have the night to myself, but I can totally understand how people would want that kind of outside company to engage in like conversation and whatnot. I know my parents would have loved something like that. But for myself, it wasn't something I was overly excited to be a part of. Jesus, I hate that. I don't know why I went in there. That's my fault. Other than just wasting a ton of... Wow, that was terrible. I'm kind of tired on this one. I know I'll probably hate myself for getting out of this, but at least I have an idea of what I'm supposed to be doing now. So I really appreciate that. Oh yeah, and you guys have a much better passenger rail system. Your rail system's pretty vibrant and a necessary thing to go. And we did trains when I was in Europe as a kid. We never had to stay overnight on a train though. We only did, like a train out to Leeds or a train out to Salisbury in England. Or we took the train from once we crossed the channel, then we did a train to Paris. And so we never had to stay overnight at trains. So that's why kind of the sleeping part was kind of an eye-opener for me, at least, that aspect of it. Okay, so kind of switching gears here to a certain point. We're going to play a little bit of Zanac. This game is brutally tough. Again, this is made by FCI. But but designed by Compile, and this game can kick the crap out of you. And again, this is a game I don't hear people talk about. This is from 1986, so this is a pretty early Nintendo game, and it is damn freaking hard. The other thing I'll say too is Zanac. Whenever I say Zanac, it's not the medication, it's the game. Because people kind of look at you like, Zanac? Isn't that the digestion stuff? And I'm like, no, it's a game. Okay, so here we go. I'm just gonna get rocked. Just be prepared, everybody. Seriously, it's like a bullet hell shooter in 1986. The explosion on it is pretty cool looking. Yeah, you're right, Xanax. That's the other one. But yeah, you say Zanac and people think you like mispronounced that or that's what they think you're talking about. Boom. Wow. Dead before you know it. This game is so brutally tough. Woo! I have no idea what I just did. I think I just beat the first level, which that's the first time that's ever happened. You're probably not going to hear me talk too much for this game because it being a shooter means it's pretty darn busy. Beautiful explosion. Back to pea shooter. And you're dead. Just like that. Oh, wait. You're not dead. Now you're dead. That's the other thing I wish. I wish I had a turbo controller for this one. We'll give it another shot. That was a much better run than the first time. Wow. Grapes. That's just sick and wrong. Oh, it's getting brutal. They're really convinced that the people that so you don't want fours because they take all your upgrades away. Good to know. Woo! Yeah. Oh man. I don't think I'll be able to. I'm not pretty sure I won't be able to finish this one either. And I don't think that's a lack of confidence either. I think that's just a realization that yeah, this is pretty damn tough. Woo! Wow. Starting to feel like I actually know what I'm doing. That's a scary thing. God. You don't even get like a time, you don't even get like a little bit of invincibility time in this game. It's just like, nope, you're back in, dead. Yeah, take whatever this three tri-laser is. Of course. Somehow I die when I have my most powerful weapon. Oh. Oh man, that's enough for me on that one. Okay, I think I'm gonna move on to our last game for today. And admittedly, I haven't played it in a while, so I'll probably get brutalized in that one. So to finish off our compile stream the right way, we're gonna go to a different system. We're gonna go to Super Nintendo now, and we are going to play Space Megaforce by Toho. If it's going to work for me, we'll see. Try it again. I hope the sound's coming through okay. At least the... I probably should have asked that a long time ago. Oh, man. Not sure why it's getting so difficult. Oh, that's not closer. Should be seated properly. I'm playing everything on a Retron 3. It's a clone system, but I mean it's not an emulation. It's basically like playing on the original hardware for the most part. There's no save states within the system. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm not sure what to tell you. Try one more. I'm going to try cleaning the system real quick. Until we're in a live stream, can't you? Okay. Where are you? I'm doing this in like a dark room, which is not really ideal. I have no idea why this isn't working. There we go. How about that? Yeah, the voice on this is pretty good. So this is Space Megaforce. Again, another shooter. By compile, I'll let you watch the intro a little bit here. So peaceful until, of course, that really terrible day happens, and now we need someone to save us all. The generals in their room. Looks like South America. Setting off F-16s, it looks like. Good picture of the cockpit there. And you realize you're not flying an F-16. It looks more like almost like a YF-23. So there you have it. All clear in the sound? Sounds good? Okay, we'll give it a shot. Normal, tricky, hard, hyper. We're going to go normal. I am not ready for tricky. I'm not ready for the other ones. Standard game. This game is just so beautiful. And 1982, multiple shots. Pretty decent voice for 16-bit. Multiple shots. Love the kind of the rotational explosion there. I always thought that just looked awesome. Here you saw it again. Kind of like options here. Maybe little helper ships, as Chris would say, from like R-Type. Power shot as I build it up here. Whoa. Kind of a charge shot there, but ready to fly? Yeah. Well, I hope everything at the at your railroad house turns is in good shape and that you can enjoy it. You certainly deserve a break too, man. I know you probably feel like you've been on a break, but I mean, it's just something where it's just stress-free. There's nobody that I can think of that needs it or deserves it more than you, buddy. with all that you've had to put up with over the last year and a half? Multiple shots. I'm still just in area one. I mean, the stages are so long in this game. Almost as kind of a fixer-upper kind of thing. Just kind of run down. I can see that. That's kind of what this guy did with that train. I mean, he found this old train on it was from an old passenger line that hadn't really been used in a long time. And so, he turns that around and he turns it into kind of a rolling B&B is really what it's meant to be. Bed and breakfast, and he oh man, 1904. That makes sense. I mean, that was when trains were really the best way of land travel. I mean, they were the kings back then. 1972. Okay. Yeah. Tell me that plane doesn't look like a YF-23. I would say it's pretty much a copy of that. Oh, yeah? Well, a lot of those employees, I mean, they were practically, I mean, Yeah, they'd live there. They'd do all the maintenance. It's just like a lighthouse keeper, or if they were managing some remote section of the track, that was kind of the track was their whole life. They lived there, they ate there, and they worked there forever, almost in complete anonymity. Definitely took a certain kind of personality to want to spend. Ouch. Ow. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like the Nazca lines here. Woo! Finally. Killed the first boss. The first time I ever did that. Well, it's just like the Mayan calendar. There's a Far Side cartoon where they joke that, oh, you think someone's gonna think that's the end of the world? He goes, yeah, joke's on them. For 2012. Actually, I have beat that boss before. I lied. I forgot about the Mode 7 kind of stage here again. Gotta use Mode 7. It's a Super Nintendo game. So now we zoom in close, and this thing just slaughtering these things. Ah! Not nearly as efficient as that laser was. Damn. It's just a nightlight. Speaking of nightlight, that's kind of where I feel right now. Give us a shot again. Woo! And everyone's at Nightlight. I feel pretty confident I've never beat that level before. This is Space Megaforce by Toho. Of course, it was developed by Compile, and you can see all the signatures of Compile type of shooter. Considered by many to be one of the best, if not the best, shooter on the Super Nintendo. I know that Super Nintendo does not have a huge reputation for being a system that had a lot of great shooters, especially in comparison to like the Genesis or TurboGrafx 16, or PC Engine, but I think this game holds its own pretty well. Run through Compile, man. That was Area 3? That seems weak sauce compared to what I just went through. Okay, we're in Area 4. First, continue. No, I didn't want to do that. Darn planet popping up in front of me. Ugh. These popping planets. Gotta keep going. Getting kind of close to where I probably want to end it for stream for today. Yep. My patience level and everything's kind of just about fried, which is kind of what I guess you'd expect from people playing compile games. Well, thanks for joining, Bard. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all the help. Thanks for having me. Thanks for you being you, buddy. I stream for you guys. And I enjoy streaming, but it's for the fun of it all, and you guys make it fun. So no, it's all to you, man. Thanks to you. Well, I think that's where we're gonna stop it for today. As you can see, game over. It's been a fun stream, even with some almost voice cracks at the end. Again, this was a compile stream. We started off with the Guardian Legend, then moved on to Zanac, although Zanac, my patience wore out pretty quickly, and now on to Space Megaforce. And I don't know, it was fun. Hopefully we can do more of this in the near future. Otherwise, until next time, send a comment or whatever. I'd appreciate it. We'll see you next time.